With springtime in full swing, hey, it's a great time to get outside and enjoy some nature, maybe even get some trees. Tree Knoxville is hosting this year's Tree Fest next weekend. It's an event open to people of all ages, encouraging everyone to celebrate the great outdoors and its beauty, right? So ahead of that event, Melissa Hinten is joining us now with more on what we can expect. Thanks so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So let's talk about Tree Fest. What can you do there? What can you find?
So all things trees. The point of it is for community outreach to learn more about urban forestry and our urban tree canopy and the benefits of it and why we do our job and we want to preserve and expand our tree canopy. So we'll have lots of kids activities. One really cool activity that I think kids will enjoy is that we will have a group of climbing arborists, and we're going to set up rigs and trees so kids can learn to climb trees the way climbing arborists climb trees. So we'll have helmets and harnesses and stuff like that so kids can come and climb trees, which will be fun. Then we'll have, the biggest part is it's our tree adoption event. It's our biggest tree adoption of the year. And we call it a tree adoption. It used to be called a tree giveaway, but we want to make sure that when people take our trees, they understand that trees take care and take some maintenance to make sure that they thrive and survive and grow. So we call it an adoption event. But we'll have lots of different varieties that people can choose from. They're 3 gallons, and then we provide everybody with a little tree tag on the backside. It explains how to properly plant the tree and care for the tree. So hopefully people will come get a tree, visit some of our partner organizations, learn more about what they're doing in Knoxville. Maybe have some drinks, have some food, buy a t-shirt, buy a hat.
All of the fun stuff that you do at festivals, right? Well, you mentioned the tree canopy and how important it is. For people who don't understand why this is something we would want to focus on, why is that? Yeah,
well, I think because we were just, the weather was just on, right? We have incredibly hot weather for this time of year. So what trees do is they provide shade. And we all know it if we've been standing on a street corner and there's no trees. It's incredibly hot, so that asphalt and the concrete absorbs all that heat and then re-emits it back out. But what the trees do is they provide shade and kind of help to cool it down. So really that's kind of our first line when we think of like why we want trees in cities specifically. So the area that Trees Knoxville works in is called urban and community forestry. So that's different than we think of like the Forest Service or state forestry, like those big beautiful forests we have, you know, in the Smoky Mountains. In cities, we really want to put trees in spaces that are going to cool a city down. The other thing that they do is when we have really heavy thunderstorms or rain events, they help to kind of decrease some of the rainfall hitting down. They reduce flooding. They also, of course, like evapotranspire some of the water, so they help with the water cycle essentially. So that's another big one. And I think one of the coolest things that there's lots of research coming out is that we know that people are happier and healthier when we have trees around. Kids are happier and healthier. Yeah.
You hear a lot about that. The standard of living for people just goes up in cities.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, let's talk about one more time the Tree Fest. If people want to come out, what do they need to know? What times, place, all of that?
Yeah, so it's absolutely free. Part of this too, I just want to say, is that we have a grant from the USDA Forest Service. So this allows us to do a lot of the things that we do for free and open to the public. Although we would love people to buy a t-shirt and a hat to support us or something like that. But it is going to be next Friday at Baker Creek Preserve. So it's a new pavilion area. It's going to be 4 to 8 p.m. So just come and go. Yeah, absolutely open to the public, completely free. We want everybody to come and learn about the urban canopy.
Well, thanks so much for coming in this morning to talk with us about it. Sounds like a fun event for sure.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Sure.